So now we're in a very exclusive space within the New York factory, the Vault, and we're here to share with you a very special Steinway. This is Spirio. And Spirio is new to the world within just the past few years. It was originally launched in 2015, and a new iteration with some new features was launched in 2019, the Spirio R. And there's a couple things that really make Spirio and Spirio R unique, and I want to share those with you. So first and foremost, any Spirio or Spirio R is a Steinway piano. We just took the tour. You've been able to see the wonderful materials, the great Steinway design, and the craftsmanship all blend together to produce these wonderful Steinway pianos. And this is built by the same craftsmen using the same materials and processes. A Steinway Spirio is of the similar quality and performance characteristics as a non-Spirio Steinway. So we know that means we get that beautiful, rich Steinway sound, the thunderous bass, the bell-like treble, the immaculate control from the keyboard. But that sound that Steinway's known for is in each and every Spirio and Spirio R. There's a few other things that really stand out. So in addition to this sound, I have this iPad here. It has my dedicated Spirio app. And from this app, I control my Spirio via Bluetooth. Now, every month, Steinway releases 3 to 4 hours of new content to Spirio owners around the world. It's the first Friday of every month. One of the perks of my job is I get some notes and feedback from Steinway owners all over the world saying, oh, I really loved this new thing. Oh gosh, when are we going to get more of the thing I saw last month? Steinway Spirio owners are always looking forward to next month's release, so that catalog grows and grows and grows months after month. Like I said, 3 to 4 hours of music, different genres, classical, jazz, popular music, music of the world. As Steinway is a global brand, of course we're serving a global audience, so you'll see popular music from all corners of the globe here. So 3 to 4 hours of new music. In addition to that, there are usually 1, maybe 2 videos, a Spirio Sync video released every month as well. And it's also quite a mix of music. And what you'll notice in the catalog, you'll see both contemporary artists, so artists of today, performing on the concert stages or music clubs, but we also see examples of Steinway immortals. So the finest pianists of the 20th century who are no longer with us, but their music lives on in incredible high resolution through Spirio. So we actually get to see them perform, and we hear the sound of the Steinway as they're playing it. It really feels like you're there with them in that concert hall, be it 1953, 1964, whenever that was. So there's a new Spirio Sync video released every month as well. Now, I mentioned high resolution. One of the defining characteristics of Steinway, of course, is quality. And we knew as Spirio that it was vitally important both for the artist to know that their performance was going to be accurately reproduced. It must be lifelike. It couldn't lack the nuance of an individual performance. And equivalently, listeners, the appreciators of music, wanted to hear the actual sound. Here's an image of Olga Kern performing, and her fans, people of appreciators of her music, want to hear her exact sound, not an approximation, not a close enough, really her sound. So Spirio utilizes a high-resolution technology, and I won't bore you with all the technical details, but let me show you what it means musically. This note here, I am going to play as quietly as I possibly can and as loud as I can to give you sort of the outer bounds of the dynamic range of that note. So here's a really quiet note. Okay, that's pretty quiet. I'm going to play as loud as I can. Now let me show you a range in between those two. That's about 10 strikes. Spirio is able to capture and play back 1,020 dynamic levels from the lowest possible volume to the loudest possible volume. So what I just played in 10 strikes, Spirio can capture and play back 1,020 individual dynamic layers across the full dynamic spectrum on each and every note. So we're not getting an approximation of the dynamic the artist played, but we're getting exactly the dynamic they played. The Spirio system is checking to see what volume this note is at 800 times per second. So we want to know exactly how loud that note was played and exactly when. That high resolution allows us to get all the nuance and passion and dynamism from an artist's performance. The pedals, just like with the keyboard, artists have unique and personal inputs with the pedals. So with the pedals, we're able to capture 256 pedal positions from not at all engaged to fully engaged, and we're checking them 100 times per second. So if you see here, if I press the left pedal, the keyboard shifts left to right. Very few pianists in the world are on and off with their pedals. So what we're doing is we're capturing exactly the nuance of their pedal inputs so that when it plays back on Spirio, we get exactly what they played. Final product, exactly the artist's performance brought to life on your Spirio anytime you want at home. So that high resolution is in service to the performance and to the listener. Also important to point out, this is my iPad. I think most people are pretty familiar with iPads. It's really, really simple to use. I open my app. I choose the music I'd like to listen to or discover or some favorites of mine. I hit play and away we go. So it really is a intuitive, easy thing to use. So once you want to find some music, you can look it up. There's, of course, easy ways to search. But the important thing is the app allows you immediate access to the artists or performances that you want, so you can spend your time focusing and listening to the beautiful sound of Steinway and those artists. Now, Spirio R brought a few new features beyond what the original Spirio did, and R stands for record. So, and what I find so exciting, we've taken the same technology that previously was only available in our own studio here in New York City and have built it into every Spirio R piano. So artists now are able to record or capture their performance, edit, and play it back all in high resolution. There is no other player piano system in the world that allows an artist to do this, that truly serves the high level artistry of capturing your performance in high resolution. It is the only thing. So I'm going to give you a quick example of how this works. Just like Spirio is easy to use, Spirio R and the recording process, super easy. So I just hit the record button. It's going to go into record mode. And I hit the little record button to start. So let's play something for you now. So now I can decide if I want to save the performance. Maybe it didn't go well. I could discard the performance. But let's just listen back and let's see how I sound on Spirio R. So all the nuance, obviously every note, every dynamic, every mistake, every flub, everything is captured accurately and played back. Now if I want, I could go in, and again, this is unique to Spirio, I can go in and edit every single note to the finest detail. It's an easy process, it's a powerful process to go in, make any changes I want. Play it back on Spirio, I can send it to other Spirio owners in the world, can easily be shared. So the recording function is a powerful one for artists, for students, for people that want to capture performances, for folks hosting artists in their home maybe and building up their own catalog of unique exclusive performances on their piano. It is a really powerful tool that helps us celebrate the artistry of the pianist by focusing on the quality of their performance. So one more thing I want to share with you, this is really exciting technology that's in development. So Spirio as a platform, a musical platform, is allowing us here at Steinway to develop some great new technologies that are coming in the months and years ahead. And we're very excited about what this means. We'll be able to see things like real-time performance from somewhere else, beamed directly to your Spirio. You get to see an artist, you get to hear their performance, of course, in high resolution, in real time. The ability for us to deliver new updates for Spirio, so new functionality, new tools for artists, for listeners, for students, for anyone using Spirio are a simple software update away, and we're releasing these software updates as they're available. It's such an exciting time for the development of Spirio, and seeing what a Steinway piano can do this year, and it can be augmented and improved and built upon next year. So the Spirio platform and technology that we put in service of the artists and students will continue to expand and grow over time. And we can simply update the software on a owner's piano, and suddenly they have a great new feature.